This is the first of my weekly roundup videos. One of the goals of this project is to eat a variety of fruits and vegetables. This has multiple benefits. The most obvious one is that eating a varied diet will help make sure I'm getting all the nutrients my body needs. But it's also to keep this fun. I want this whole project to feel more like a game than a chore, so I want to play around with my diet by eating new and different things. Each week I will list out the fruit and vegetables I've eaten that week. So here is the list for this first week of the project, excluding things like rice and potato. I'm going to be going on the What Counts for Your 5-a-Day guidance on the NHS website for deciding what to include here, and see my Why 5-a-Day video for more information on that. I will include things like fruit juice and beans and pulses because they're on the NHS list, even though they can only count towards one of your 5-a-day portions if you eat multiple. This week I have eaten lychee, carrot, cucumber, bell pepper, celery, cherry tomatoes, regular tomatoes, edamame, sugar snap peas, lemon juice, cabbage, leek, onion, blackberry, apple, satsuma, kidney beans, runner beans, black beans, pinto beans, broccoli, peas, dates, banana, lettuce, sweet corn, sweet potato, spinach, beetroot, dried cranberries, dried apricots, pumpkin, avocado, asparagus, nori seaweed, pickled ginger, melon, mango, and rocket. Not all of these were full portions. In fact, most of them probably weren't. For example, the lemon juice was used as a flavouring in a dip, but I never sat down and drank enough lemon juice for it to count as one full portion. But across that whole list, that is a total of 39 different types of fruit and vegetables, which I am really pleased with as a start to this project. In future weeks, I will be highlighting the things I've eaten that's different from the previous week, but obviously that's something I can't do on the first week. I will call out lychee though as something new I've tried. That was a bit of an experiment for me and went really well, both in terms of them tasting great, but also because that is basically the only one of my videos that seems to have any views beyond just me testing to make sure they'd uploaded correctly. So I will be looking out for more things to try in the future weeks. Across the week, I average 6 portions per day. My highest was Monday, where I ate 8 portions in a single day, and the lowest was Friday, when I only had 4. It was definitely easier to eat more fruit and veg on the weekend and the bank holiday when I was at home and not working. The Friday was a day when I had to go into the office and I hadn't prepared stuff in advance, so that 4 portions was me going out of my way to buy a salad for lunch and get fruit snack pots. So I'm not too worried about dipping under the 5-a-day once a week. It's not the end of the world, especially when I'm getting between 6 and 8 portions on other days, but is something to think about in terms of my planning. Overall lessons learned, I need to get better at planning out what I buy when. At the start of the week I was full of enthusiasm for this project and I bought a load of fresh fruit that I then didn't get to fast enough. I bought some grapes and some figs, but when it came round to eating them, they'd gone all squishy and manky and were starting to go mouldy. So that was really bad planning on my part. I think I need to work out a way to get a top-up shop into my weekly routine. That way I can buy enough fruit for a couple of days at the start of the week, and then in the middle of the week top it up with a bit more fresh fruit, rather than trying to buy a week's worth of fruit on day 1 and have it go bad before I get round to eating it. I should also plan when I'm eating the things I buy better. One of my portions of fruit on Monday was from part of a packet of dates, but those would have lasted, so I should probably have left those until later in the week and focused on eating the stuff like the grapes first. So I think this is something I'm just going to have to get better at with time and probably a lot more trial and error. and like working out how much is the right volume of food to buy, what stuff is going to go bad faster than other stuff, and when I can buy things. So we'll have to see how that goes in the future. In terms of successes this week, buying a kilo bag of carrots was a fantastic idea. They are very versatile. You can have them cooked, you can have them raw, they go in a ton of stuff, and they lasted really well. So I can get a lot of use out of a giant bag of carrots. So that is definitely something I'll be doing again, probably most weeks, or at least until I get sick of carrots. In terms of the video creation, I'm still figuring these things out. Scheduling things in advance was definitely a good idea. So I'm going to keep doing that, and that should help me with posting consistently. My plan is to do one of these recap videos on the weekend and also record and prepare another video then that I can schedule to post midweek. So I can prepare that in advance and not have to worry about trying to put a video together on a work day. It's still a bit early to know what people are interested in watching. The only video of mine with any noticeable views is the Lychee one. In terms of basics like camera placement, I've made mistakes. There's a video I've got scheduled to go up on Wednesday where I had the position of my camera a bit wrong, so stuff wasn't like centered in the frame properly. I'm gonna post it anyway because you can still see the important stuff, but there is definitely room for improvement there. I might also see about getting some free stock footage of vegetables to play in the background of me talking, just to make things more interesting. I don't particularly want my face to be visible to the entire world over the internet like this, so having something like that could make it more visually interesting. The fact that the videos don't look great at the moment is probably not a big deal because so far no one is really watching them. The highest view count I've got is 29 views on the Lychee video, and 2 of them are me just checking that everything was working as it should. So, assuming anybody is watching this video and has made it to the end, if you're interested in seeing how I do next week in comparison, please do subscribe and join me on my journey.